What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In the shop, not outside because it's extremely hot. We got a bunch of guys doing some work on some roofs. That siding's getting done, roof's getting done. Our roof's gonna get done here soon. Pretty much everybody in our neighborhood's getting roofs, siding, gutters, all that from our hail, and I think it was April. Actually, it was April 1st. It wasn't April. It wasn't a April Fool's joke that went well. So everybody's just been getting roofs done. But reading the title, this needs to be banned. This needs to stop. And it's not forward-facing sonar. It is this right here. I get so many emails, messages, texts, Facebook messages, Instagram messages about why their bait casting reels drag. They want their drag redone. Their drag's out. Their drag's broken. It's not working. It's not working. It's never the reel's drag. Okay, maybe it's 99.9% never the reel's drag that is bad. It is because of this right here. This monstrosity of an invention. It is braid. And it's not just the braid, it's because people don't put a backing on their spool before putting their braid on. Or putting like a piece of electrical tape, something that has grip to it. All these spools are aluminum, even the wiffle spools, I still see it. You gotta put backing on. It's simple, it's cheap. Buy yourself like 200 yards of big game or Berkeley XL, something really dirt cheap that you can find in a dollar bin. And put it on your bait casters if you're using braid. Every reel. They're like, hey man, my drag, it's slipping. I lock it down and it still not works. I can just pull it off. I'm like, dude, it's your backing, 100%. I see it all the time. I work on thousands and thousands of reels. So this one is doing the same thing where I can put my thumb on the braid and I can actually move the spool around. I've been doing it a lot, because he sent me a bunch of reels and they all had the issues. So I had to put backing on those reels and then put the braid back on, which I'm going to show you here to do because guys don't want to lose their braid. Braid's expensive. Braid lasts years. You can go 4, 5, 6 years on your braid. So it's just super, super, super simple. A lot of guys just don't think about it. It's just one of those things that they think they can just put the braid on straight. And this will save you headache, especially if you lose fish and you think it's your reel and you think your reel's drag is broken. It's a very simple drag system. This right here just puts pressure on a stack. There's a couple washers and it just puts pressure on a stack. It's really easy. It just puts pressure on the stack. Super simple. So it's hardly ever going bad. And when it goes bad, it's usually because guys lock their drags all the way down and they're just compressing these little washers underneath. That's usually about it. But, so I'm going to take this and we're going to do it like an overhead shot. But that's what needs to stop because I get so many questions on it. I also have to clean this reel and everything. But we're going to take the braid off and then we're going to come back and I'll put the mono backing and all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned. Well, what's going on, guys? We are back. All right, so got to take this braid off. I like to preserve the customer's braid because it is expensive. The stuff is not cheap. So I have a ton of reels. So I just use one of my reels that has a deep enough spool, typically wiffle spool, so I don't have to tie anything. And I just put the line on and I can just reel the customer's braid on the spool because the braid is slipping around the spool. There's nothing for it to grip, so it just slips and slips and slips all the way around the entire spool. So I'm trying to get the braid off so I can put a mono backing on, which I'll show you here after I get the reel clean, because once the braid is off I can take the spool off. Also, some of these reels are a little overfilled with line, so I will take that into consideration when I take it off. So as you can see, Shocking. There is no mono or anything on that reel. Not a big deal. I just have to go in, cut it off. Now I've got the line here. And when I'm done cleaning, see the line just spins around. Because it literally has nothing for this line to dig into and stop it from spinning. So there you go. We'll do part 2 here in a little bit. All right, we're back. Cleaned up this reel. Let's see if I can get this guy. Got some line. This is actually probably like 20-pound mono or fluoro, so not a big deal. Just gonna tie a basic knot. To get it on there so I can spool up some of this backing. Super easy. All right, so now I've got the backing on the reel. Now I've got some line. Create up here, you can see the line. Cool, just gonna put a little bit more on there. You only need probably like 5 yards maybe. You don't need to cover everything. It just needs to be just enough on there to cover this bottom area so it will stop the slipping. All right, so that's out. We gotta connect the backing to the main braid. And I'm just gonna do a uni knot. Again, doesn't need to have like tensile strength or anything. Super easy for me to tie. I probably could just do like overhand knots and be done, but whatever. So that part slides down. Also probably won't look the greatest since I'm kind of working over my bench here. All right, so make a couple wraps with this, put the tag in the loop. Slide everything down. Hopefully this cinches down. There you go, braid. There you go. Cut the tag ends flush. Do whatever knot you feel comfortable doing, whatever is easiest for you. I've done that knot a bunch, so it's not too bad. So now I gotta tighten this guy up. Wind on the customer's braid. And we will solve the problem of his drag not working and the braid slipping around the spool. And I'll probably take off probably 20 yards, 15 yards of this line because it was pretty filled. He had it way overfilled on the spool. So I'm gonna fill it up to what it should be. Not a big deal. It's about right. You don't want it You want it to go to the bend on the spool. And nothing really anymore. Got a little braid digging in. All right. Where the scissors at? There you go. And if you're wondering, this is a Daiwa Elphus Ito Mega Bass reel, tricked out handle. This comes stock with the Lexan side plate. Awesome freaking reel, old school Daiwa Elphus Ito AI. It's a Mega Bass reel. But this guy's, this customer's reels are good to go. So now you can go crack on some more fish. Smash that thumbs up, guys. Appreciate you guys for watching and have a good one. Peace.